So my hair is still a little bit messed up. Like when I actually sit down in front of my bright lights, it's a little bit more noticeable. But in today's video, I'm staying away from the hair dye. I'm gonna be playing with makeup. If you can't tell already from my t-shirt, I'm gonna be playing with some pastel colors. I don't know what's got into me during lockdown, but I have been loving colourful eyeshadow, and I'm not really sure when this love for colourful eyeshadow is gonna fade. But for right now, I'm actually preferring doing colourful looks than neutral looks. I know, who is she? I have already done my base for this one. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I just put up some Instagram stories with like little polls and stuff. I did a little kind of PR haul over there of some stuff that I've been sent recently. And a lot of you wanted to see a look using the Beauty Babe Pastels palette, but then I also thought I'd throw in a few other bits from my Instagram stories. So I've got the new Fenty Beauty lipsticks. I've also got the Beauty Babe brush set. I've got these lashes that stick on with this special mascara, and I've also got some little stick-on gems from Shrine, so I'm going to be using all of these. I wasn't really sure what to film, so I thought I'd just sit down, film a colourful makeup look. I wanted to do something kind of Pride themed because it's obviously Pride month. I did my Pride nails with the rainbow flag, and I mean, okay, fair enough, this isn't exactly the rainbow, it's like the pastel rainbow, but I still thought I'd do a sort of Pride themed look. Actually, I don't know if Pride events are going to be happening this year. I doubt they will be because of like coronavirus. But either way, love who you want to love, celebrate with your friends from a distance, and do some colourful makeup, and that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, also as well, I forgot to mention, these are not real tattoos. So if you spot that I've got some like little fake tattoos on, they're not real. I haven't suddenly gone crazy with tattoos during lockdown. Actually, I don't even know if you can see them. They are also from this brand, Shrine, which used to be called the Gypsy Shrine. Now they're just called Shrine. You know, like the ones you used to have when you were younger, where you use water to kind of stick them on? That's what these are, and I think they look pretty cute, and I do definitely want to get more tattoos, but I mean, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I'm using this brush set, which is from the Beauty Babe Pastels collection. Comes with this gorgeous holographic case. I like how it's very slim. I like that. You get 8 brushes in here, and I'm only going to be using these today because I want to like test, see what they're like. I have used some of Beauty Babe's brushes before, and they are pretty good quality considering they're very affordable. I kind of thought that this palette was going to be a bit bigger when I saw pictures of it online, and then when it arrived I was like, oh, it's actually quite small. But you get 8 shades in here that are all pastels. Obviously it's called the Pastels palette. I'm just going to prime my eyelids with some of the Revolution Cut Crease canvas in the shade Create, because I feel like these shades are probably going to need some kind of base. Also, just a little eczema update in case anyone was really curious about the dry skin on my face. It's definitely a lot better. I've been using that cream that I spoke about at the end of my previous video on my eyelids, and it's definitely got a lot better. My eyelids are no longer itchy, but they're still a little bit dry, and I'm not very happy about it because makeup is my job. But hey ho, we are working with what we got. Oh my god, this eye actually looks awful. I haven't exactly decided what type of look I'm gonna do yet. I think I'm gonna try and use all of these. I guess we will just start on the outer corners. I want to do it in rainbow sequence.
Red and orange and yellow and green, blue, indigo, violet.
So I'm gonna start with the purple, gorgeous lilac color, which is called Daydream. And I'm taking the BB204 brush, and I'm gonna put this, oh, okay, that was actually pretty pigmented for a pastel anyway. I'm gonna put that on my outer corners. I haven't decided if I want to do a cut crease yet, whether I just want to like have a nice blended pastel look. I'm really curious as to whether or not these shades would show up on deeper skin. Because they are pastels, I have a feeling you would have to use a lighter base if you do have deeper skin. But if anyone has got deeper skin and you've tried this palette, please let me know how it worked out for you. Okay, so far pretty nice. I mean, the colour's coming out the same as it is in the pan. This colour would be so pretty just like all over my eyelid. Right, next I'm taking the blue, which is called Cloud Free. And I'm gonna use the same brush because I am blending these all in together. I feel like it will help it blend. Oh wow, okay, that one's actually quite a bit more pigmented. Wow. For a pastel blue, I think that's pretty good going. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm not sure if you can see this line here, and also a little bit here. The hair dye that I got on my face is still there days later. I think it's actually dyed my face hairs brown, which is really not ideal. Okay, this shade has got quite a lot of fallout in the pan, but in terms of fallout on my face, I don't see any yet, which is good. Yeah, this really does pack a punch considering it's a pastel. But I would definitely recommend putting down a base and laying the colours on top of it before you like set it or anything, because I am noticing on this eye where it's gone over the purple, it's not really sticking as well, whereas on this eye, because I like separated them a bit more, it's appearing more vibrant. Did that make any sense? I'm just gonna go with a bit more of the purple on this side. I just realised I've taken the wrong colour. I was gonna use this one next, which is like a light lilac-y pinky colour. That one is called Euphoria. Let's put a little bit of Euphoria just in between those. Oh wow, okay, no, that was a bad idea. No. Let's go back in with Daydream and try and cover up that mess. So I think next I'm taking the shade Daze, which is this green, and we're gonna put that one in the middle. Wow, they just keep getting brighter. That one is gorgeous. I'm just going back in with the blue because I feel like I've just covered that up a bit too much. So that is the first green. I'm then taking, oh yeah, okay, there is kind of fallout all over like the inside of the palette. Oh, there is a little bit of that green shade on my face. But to be honest, very, very minimal fallout on my actual face. I'm then taking Serenity, which is the more lime green. Oh my God, this one matches my t-shirt. I should have just done a lime green look that exactly matched that, because this color is like the same as my t-shirt. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit all these shades on my eyelid. You know what, I might have to do different colours on my lower lash line. I did want to do like the pinks on my inner corner, but I think I'll do the warmer shades on my lower lash line instead. Oh my God, I think that looks so pretty so far. And then I'm taking the yellow just on the inner part, which is called First Light. You know what, I'm impressed. I wouldn't normally gravitate towards pastel eyeshadows because in the past when I've tried some pastel palettes and stuff, they've just been a bit meh, like they don't really show up. But this one, this is a different story. That is so cool. I've never done a look like this before and I actually really like it so far. So I'm flipping back to the brush that I did on, like, to paint on my concealer. Not concealer, my eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna start with Euphoria, which is this like lilac-y colour. And I'm gonna put that just here. Oh, I've just realised my lower lash line isn't like primed. So I have a feeling they're not gonna stick as well. Yeah. Then I'm taking the pink, which is called Lovesick. I'm lovesick and I'm sick of this love game. I'm tired of hearing I'm the one to blame. Right, so what I'm definitely noticing here is that because my lower lash line I'd set with powder, the eyeshadows are definitely not sticking as well. So I would strongly advise, if you are using this, to use a sticky eye primer and then put the eyeshadows on top, because that's what I did in my eyelid and it worked perfectly fine. Okay, and then finally I'm taking Golden Hour, which is the only shade I haven't used yet, which is the orange. Why does looking at this orange make me thirsty? It just looks like such a beautiful, just orangey, citrusy colour. It makes me want to eat like an orange ice lolly, you know? Those shades on my lower lash line, definitely not as vibrant. I feel like a beautiful butterfly. Look how cool these shades look. You can definitely tell though that on my lower lash line it's not as pigmented, but I think these look so, so pretty. You can definitely see the dry skin like on the inner corners of my eye here, but I mean, no one's looking at that. So I do have the Norvina eyeliners. I did use the white one in a previous video, but I'm kind of tempted to use them somehow in this look. Maybe like yellow, green, purple, or do I just do white and then like little dye? Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, I could completely fuck this up and it could ruin the whole look, but that's a risk I am willing to take. So I'm taking the eyeliner brush from this brush set, which is actually really tiny. It looks really good. So we start with yellow, then we go into green. There isn't a blue, so I think then I'll finish with purple, or maybe I'll finish with white. We will see. So I'm just spraying a bit of Jake Jamie's setting mist into here. I probably should have sprayed my brush. Well, it's too late now. So I'm just gonna go for this. I already regret it, I already regret it, I already regret it. I regret this, I don't know how I'm gonna get them even. What am I doing next? Green? I wish there was a blue, that would be so cool. God, these Instagram makeup artists have got a lot of time on their hands. Just on a little mix. The problem is green and purple definitely don't blend together very easily. I just can't make the two of them blend. You know what I'm gonna try instead? Let's open a little bit of pink. Not that pink blends any better with green. That is the best that I can do. Not the best. Let's just make that full on pink and then we'll make the ends purple. Well, it was a nice idea, but I'm thinking maybe I should have just not done that. Because now it does just look a bit odd. I think I should have just left it with the pastels, but you know what? I wanted to do something creative. I'm putting the eyeliners down. I tried something different, but what I am gonna do is take some of these Shrine jewels and let's stick a couple of these on, because why not? Do I do black eyeliner? No, that'll be too much. Do I do jewel eyeliner? Yes. I'm just gonna take the tweezers out of this lash kit to stick these on. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, well, I've lost it. Place on skin and press down for 5 seconds. Skin should be clean and oil-free before applying. Okay, let me try another one. There we go. Oh, I think these are not designed for people with nails. So the key is to hold it on your finger and then just kind of press your face into it. I think that looks quite cool. So these lashes are by Kiss. They are called the Falscara, the new way to lash. And this is the starter kit. It says on here, if you can mascara, you can falscara. So you brush on the bond, which is like one side of this. You place the wisps of lash underneath your lashes, and then you lock in with the seal. I don't know whether I'm supposed to do mascara first. Oh yeah, okay, so the bond is black. I'm gonna need something for my lower lashes though. So I'm gonna put a bit of mascara on first, just because I don't really wanna put like the sticky stuff onto my lower lashes if I'm not actually gonna be, you know, putting lashes on them. Do you wanna hear a sad story? I accidentally left this mascara open in this room for about 24 hours with the wand just in like this, and now it's kind of dried up a bit. Anyway, I'm gonna take the bond of this Falscara. Let's put some on my lashes. I'm just doing my top lashes. I'm confused, is this like glue? Then I guess I take a piece of lash. So I've got a piece of lash in my tweezers, then I'm gonna try and put it underneath here. Oh my god, this is scary. I'm so scared I'm gonna poke myself in the eye. Oh. Taking another piece. Oh, okay, these look extremely natural. It kind of just looks like my normal eyelashes. Wait, I do have other pairs in here. I've got some more voluminous ones in here actually. I've got some volumizing wisps. Let's open these. I'm putting the volumizing ones more towards the outer edges. Well, I'm definitely very impressed that it worked, but to be honest, I don't think it's given me that much difference. Like, it kind of just looks like my eyelashes. What is to say that this glue stuff wouldn't work with a normal pair of eyelashes? I'm just gonna take off the like more natural ones, and I think I'm gonna replace them. I used 2 of the natural ones, so I'm gonna use 2 of the volumizing ones instead. Well, it's definitely a very fiddly process, I can tell you that. I'm gonna add an extra one on the outer corner to see if I can like build the volume. I'll probably see you in like half an hour when I finish the rest of these. So did it work? Yes, but they look a little bit uneven, and also that took me so long to put them on, but they do look like pretty good. I think you would have to practice with them. Once you've nailed this, you could probably make it look amazing. And maybe I wouldn't put so much mascara on. I'm just gonna go in with the seal. Oh my god. I think the best thing is I can barely feel them. They do kind of look like they're just growing out of my eyelids though, which is quite cool. So finally for the lips, I'm gonna do a bit of lip liner. Wait, I swear I brought a lip liner over here. So I'm using the Huda Beauty Lip Contour in Bombshell. Oh my god, why don't I use that colour more? And then I have these new Fenty Beauty Lip Slicks, I think they're called. No, they're not, they're called Slip Shine. I'm taking the shade 05 Glazed. Oh my god, I love these. By the way, I'm not just saying that after like the first swipe. I have been using these for the past like, I don't know, maybe a week since I got sent them. It's pretty much a super creamy moisturizing lipstick with, it's more than a tint of color. It's not like a tinted lip balm, but they are so moisturizing. I'm just gonna take the shade 04 Makeout Break, which is a little bit lighter, just in the middle. And I think that is the finished look. I definitely think it could have been a bit more rainbowy, because it's mostly just yellow, green and purple, to be honest, or like yellow, green and blue. And I did want it to be a Pride makeup look, so maybe it's not quite colourful enough and rainbowy enough, but I still think it looks pretty cool, to be honest. The more I look at these lashes, the more I actually quite like them. In conclusion, I really like that Pastels palette. I think for the price it's really good and the colours are nicely pigmented. I would just definitely recommend putting down a sticky base, otherwise the eyeshadows just aren't going to stick. Also, I'd probably recommend using a lighter base that's slightly lighter than your skin tone as well, just to get like maximum pigmentation, you know. Right, I'm going to answer a question of the day. Today's question comes from Han Jane, and she said, will you get a dog now you've moved in? If so, what type? I would love to get a dog. We really want to adopt a dog actually, like get one from an animal shelter or something, because there are so many gorgeous dogs that are looking for homes and have been given up for whatever reason, or you know, that have just been found on the side of the road and people have taken them in. I'm not too like bothered about the breed of dog, to be honest. I used to love pugs, but I wouldn't get a pug anymore just because I think they're so inbred, and yes, they look really cute, but they have so many like health problems because people like breed them with family members or like pure bred pugs just to make them look as cute as possible, but then it makes their face like more squished and their eyes more bulgy, and I just don't think it's very fair. So I don't think I'd buy it off of like a breeder, or especially not like one of the kind of designer dogs. Like, I love Pomeranians, I love pugs, I think they're so cute, but I don't think I would get one. Well, if I did, like I'd more than happily adopt one, but I wouldn't like buy into that, if that makes sense. I would love nothing more than a Pomeranian, but if I do get a Pomeranian, I'd adopt one, but also they're quite small and I think they're quite yappy. I just want like a small, medium-sized dog. Hopefully we'll get one soon, but I think we just need to settle in a bit first, decorate the place first, like properly get sorted before we think about getting a dog. Right, I'm gonna end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Happy Pride Month if you're celebrating, and if you do decide to recreate this look or like do an adaptation of it, I'd love it if you tag me on Instagram or Twitter. And I hope you guys are all good, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.